in terms of from afar when Goldust debuts on TV, because 95, 96 Goldust is like the height of, homophobic, pushing buttons, razor tattoo on the chest. Like that was Goldust.
Yeah.
And and by the way, in 95, 96, you can watch that on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I can't overstate what a culture shock that was in pro wrestling in 1995.
So I think most people, especially because my dad's, he's a Texan. He's, he was born in the 40s. I think most people assume that my dad would be uncomfortable with it. My dad was, because we'd watch the pay-per-views together, and now I think back, I'm like, God, that must have been hard for him. Like, we're sitting here watching these pay-per-views, and you don't speak to each other.
Yeah.
And we're being quiet. Like the only time we're talking is during the other matches, and we're being quiet and watching. And I knew he was super proud of Dustin because WrestleMania 12, they do the OJ chase scene, and then he rips Goldust suit off, and Dustin has like the oversized, the plus size lingerie on. But the show is literally that OJ chase scene, the Hollywood Backlot Brawl, and then the Iron Man match. There's other matches, and they're great matches, but the way that was like the thread throughout the show. So that's WrestleMania. It's the biggest event in wrestling. So for him to be so featured, I could tell my dad was just over the moon with what he had done. I think my mom wasn't sure, should she be like, what is this? Or crazy about it, but I know he was really over the moon with what Dustin did. It makes me think about 1995, 1996, coming into school and people just I can't repeat what poor me had to hear about, and then I don't have a defense because I'm not hanging out with Dustin at the time. He's married, okay? He's, when Marlena came around, it was super helpful because I was like, well, but they're together, it was a very
I mean, it really is.
Cover.
When you watch back on the network, I was watching some of the episodes of Raw leading up to that Royal Rumble match with Razor, and Razor is the biggest good guy because he's mad because Goldust has a crush on him.
Yeah.
And it's it would be completely the opposite now. It wouldn't even fly now, but it would be totally the opposite.
Yeah, no, the people would want it.
Yeah.
They'd want it,
Why are you not including this guy?
Yeah.
Why are you being mean?
They'd want it, yeah.